Hello, welcome to From the Producer's Office. I'm James Clutton, Chief Executive and Director of Opera at Opera Holland Park. Thanks for joining us today. We're in the wonderful penthouse apartment at Riverstone Living in Kensington, one of our sponsors and great supporters, and in fact neighbours. You can see our theatre more or less from here. So thanks to them for hosting us today. We're really thrilled to be here. I'm going to introduce my guest now. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to ask him to introduce himself. So my guest today is
José de Eça, and I'm a tenor from Portugal.
Well, welcome, Jose. Thanks.
Thank you very much, James, for having me here.
It's great to see you, man.
Great to see you.
Listen, a couple of things. Let's start right at the beginning. Me and you have talked about this over drinks and chats and everything, but let's start right back to the beginning. So did you have much music around when you were a kid?
Well, yes, absolutely. You know, I was born in a house of music.
No.
Both my parents are musicians. My mother is a teacher, and my father was a professional musician. Yeah.
No. Professional singer?
Professional opera singer, yeah.
Wow.
He was a baritone, a very successful one. Yes, and my first teacher as well.
Oh, really?
And my first teacher as well, yeah.
So did you just want to follow him into the career, or how did that happen?
Not exactly. I was never pushed forward. Actually, I was never actually pushed forward by my parents to study music.
Mm-hmm.
Not me, nor even my sisters and brother. Just happened naturally. Actually, I spoke about this one day, yesterday night. Actually,
Yeah.
During the concert that we had yesterday. One day, I remember this day clearly. I arrived home from a sunny day in the beach with friends. I was 11, 12 years old. And I opened my house, and my father was listening to a recording. Now I wonder, I was used to listening to my father singing and everything. But I said, I never listened to a voice like this. So I've rushed upstairs following this voice. And I sat there with my father and we listened for an album of Giuseppe Di Stefano singing Neapolitan songs.
Fantastic.
I remember him singing O Sole Mio, which was the most famous ones. But I mean, all of them, Cor Ingrato, Torno Sorriento, Musica Proibita, all of them. And at the end, I said to my father, Dad, I don't want to sing like you, but I want to sing like him. And my father said, well, good luck with that. But then I insisted, can we have some lessons, some voice lessons? And I mean, my mother, as I said, she was a teacher. And when she retired, she started teaching privately.
Right.
And she had so many kids and so many that she didn't only teach piano. She also did, at the end of the year, she did a theater that she herself would compose, both lyrics and the music. Fantastic. And then with all of us, I studied like music casually with her with her students, and so I would perform these kind of things every year. I mean, I grew up on stage, you know.
But it's a wonderful picture that you're painting, yeah.
And we did all kind of stuff. From things that my mother created, but also things like The Sound of Music, Amal, you know, this kind of stuff. And but from that day onwards, I said to my father, no, I want to sing like Giuseppe Di Stefano. Bad luck, my father said to me, well, you're a baritone after first lesson.
Is that what he said?
So yeah, so I was like, oh, God, I can't believe this.
Wow.
But even so, we studied, and I remember my father was more or less retired by then.
Right.
So we would do 30 minutes vocalize every day after lunch.
How old are you now at this point, roughly?
I was 12. I was 12 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, my voice matured very early.
Yeah.
And my father, after a month or so, starts saying, maybe this guy actually has a voice, you know? Mm-hmm. And for 4 years, I only vocalized. Mm-hmm. And I only the only song I sang was Wiegenlied, Schubert.
Yeah.
You know. And I had the pleasure to do it in one of my father's last concerts. Yeah. And I sang it with him near Porto. Yeah. So it was the only time we shared the stage. I was 14 or 15 at the time. Yeah. Then he got ill and I kept singing. I remember him being in hospital very, very ill. And I won the only competition I entered. I was 16 at the time. And one of the prizes was singing at the radio shortly after, like 2 or 3 months after. And I sang a couple of Schubert leaders, a baritone aria or two. I cannot remember the program. And then I visited on the hospital And I was like, he's probably very proud, but he was very strict with me, you know.
Okay.
Every time I was like, no, you have to study this. You have to. So I arrived. Like, did you enjoy it? And he had a paper with all my mistakes. You know, I said, God, is this guy ever gonna be proud of me?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
But anyway, unfortunately, he never saw me transition into a tenor.
Right.
He predicted it.
Did he?
He said, "Yeah, but God, I insist you singing baritone, si può, you know, this kind of baritone." But he said, "You have the soul of a tenor. You know, you're going to be a tenor for sure. So whatever happens to me, just make sure you try it." And I did.
So he was a baritone.
He was a baritone, yeah,
and a successful one.
A very successful one. He did a big career. He sang with big names. But although he loved opera and he shared the stage with names like Franco Corelli, Carlo Bergonzi, Zilis Gara, he was a big friend of Alfredo Kraus. Gino Becchi, one of the biggest baritones ever, was his friend and teacher as well. So, you know, but although he loved opera, what he loved most was Lied.
Okay.
Schubert, Schumann. And that's why I also, when I was a baritone, I did a lot of concerts only with this repertoire. But I mean, because probably I was not too much in love with the baritone repertoire. You know, I love a couple of ones, Verdi and everything, but I mean...
But it's one of the reasons why I like your voice so much as a tenor. I always prefer the tenors that were baritones. Because it's got more...
This low... Yes, exactly. And I was always in love with it as well. I mean... I love Di Stefano, it touches my heart. But the singers I really enjoyed to listen were like Del Monaco, Vickers, Pertili, Zanatel, this metal voice, you know, Caruso. I mean, the other ones as well, they touch my heart, obviously. Di Stefano has one of the most beautiful voices ever.
Oh, he's the best for me.
But I really love this big...
But let's move on slightly, but also connecting it up. So you came to work for us for the first time a few years ago in Tosca.
Yeah, 2024.
And 2024, and also connected with the family, because I love this story. We've talked about it a lot, but it's really important. So you showed me that, well, you tell the story, but your father had sung Scarpia.
Yes, my father sang Scarpia with Corelli and with Giacomini. Giacomini was hidden in a hotel because I was told by my father that Corelli hated to know if they had covers there. He was very nervous. He had sang with him with Carmen. He had sang with him Carmen before. And my father remembers... Bring me water, you know, he was always very... But then he entered on stage and he was like... Something happened, like he was drugged and he would forget about his nerves. It was magical. But Corelli went to eat some shrimps and prawns, you know, fish and everything. He got ill. So Giacomini was in the hotel nearby and jumped in to replace him. And so my father sang both Scarpia with both Corelli and Giacomini. Yeah, I think one of the first performances of Tosca of Giacomini.
Right. And when you came, because when you sang Cavaradossi for and you were amazing. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But we'll tell you how wonderful you are again in a moment. That's fine.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, but you showed me the score that you were using. Tell us about the score.
Well, it was the score that my father used. I cannot remember the date now. Somewhere in the 70s, I think. April, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, I was in rehearsal. I don't know if it was one of my colleagues. Why do you have the Scarpia things underlined? As well, the score belongs to my father. He did the role. And but not only that, I mean, I remember telling you this. Not only it was special for me to use his score, as I did a year after with Lucia, but it was also the fact that, I mean, coming back, I started falling in love with opera and everything. So my 15 years birthday gift was going with my father to the São Carlos in Lisbon to see a production of Tosca.
Right.
And then I was I was still a baritone, and I've never seen Tosca before. And I remember this third act aria, Luce van le Stelle. And I told my father, do I need to be a baritone, you know? I want to sing that aria. I want to sing that. I don't want to sing Te Deum, you know?
Yeah.
And so I was far from imagining this beautiful coincidence in life that 15 years later, I would be in London making my debut as
beautiful, isn't it?
Cavaradossi with my father's score, you know?
It's a lovely thing, you know. It's a really lovely thing. I treasured that when you told me the first time. It's incredible. You mentioned one of the most famous arias there, and you did that brilliantly for us 2 years ago. So we're going to have a little look at it on film now. So introduce it.
It's going to be the third act aria from Cavaradossi, E luce van le stelle, one of the most famous arias.
And this is conducted by Matthew Kofi Waldron with the City of London Sinfonia. Nice, eh? Bring back memories.
Good memories.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. Because, obviously I'm there every night and I don't watch all of the show every night. But obviously I always make sure I come to the side. Sure. It's a lovely piece. And obviously we didn't see that. But with Amanda Echelaz, you're going to come back and work with this year in La Fanciulla. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you and Amanda just seem to hit it off straight away.
Very well. Yeah. I loved performing with her. I was very nervous because it was, I've done Puccini before, I have done Butterfly before, but Cavaradossi, it's an important one.
Was it a big moment for you?
It was a huge moment for me in London, with all the pressure, and having Amanda. She's the diva, Yeah. And she was so calm and so lovely to work with, so easygoing that I felt really, really secure performing this and debuting this role with her. So I can't wait to make the
she's a fantastic artist. Everyone knows. It's no surprise. She's one of my favorite artists. We've known each other for a long time now, but and she sang that role again magnificently.
Yeah.
But the two of you, it was a dream team, really. So it's great to bring you back together. So we will go on to fanciulla in a minute, but with singing, you say the pressure of a role.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people that just watch opera don't understand it is a difficult job, obviously.
It's a very difficult
but
job.
when you're out there, the thought process when you're out there on a new role, it's tough, on stage.
It is tough because sometimes, I mean, I will give you an example, and I will bring you. Let's go back to last year to Lucia.
Yeah,
I sang the role at home,
Yeah,
and at home it was fine. You know what I mean? But then the first week of rehearsal, I was like, oh, well, doing this every night and trying. I mean, we are in love with this. We singers, we love doing this. So this passion makes us. We want to do good for the sake of the industry, for the sake of the audience, for the sake of the composer. For the sake of people coming back and having 2 or 3 hours where they forget about everything in life and
that's
just
the big one. Yeah,
this is what I really care. And if I'm not 100% confident, it makes us.
It's interesting though, Jose, because let's break that down a bit, because for me and for everyone in the audience, it was fantastic.
Well,
no, but I think this is the interesting point about it, because you used to come off stage and say to me, I won't use all the words you
okay,
say to me, but you say to me, I'm not going to do this role again.
Yeah.
And yet, and I think that juxtaposition is very interesting, that for out front, it was like, it's a dream. What perfect. But because it's hard when you're doing it, that takes it into a different place. And mentally, Act 3 was the challenge, wasn't it?
Act 3 was a challenge.
Yeah.
The entire Act 3, I must say. I mean, the third act duet with baritone, with Morgan, was unbelievable hard.
Yeah.
It just kept going and going and going, And then you go backstage and you pray to have something to give for Tombe degli Ave Miei. And then after this area, you have this last scene where you die, but you're singing in such an uncomfortable zone of the voice, and you have to do it. Yeah. And I mean, it's also the thing that it's at the end.
And it's also after Jenny, for us, Lucia, but Jenny France, a wonderful Jenny France.
Wonderful.
I just spent 15 minutes.
Yeah, crazy.
Going mad.
Going mad, I know. And I mean, right at the end, coming back to the production, I've stabbed myself, and I walked next to her, and I died next to her, and I would whisper, "Roll, never again." And she was,
Yeah, I know, but I think that's why I wanted to talk about it, because I think it is different for people, because they see you being magnificent, and you were, but it's different things.
It's different things. So the thing is, with Cavaradossi, for instance, with Dick Johnson now, it's like it fits like a glove, You can unfold there.
Yeah.
You're safe, you're secure, you're delivering, With roles like Edgardo, I was feeling that I had to be careful. And when I have this feeling that I cannot just unfold and deliver, it brings me the question, why am I doing this?
Yeah, okay.
Will the audience enjoy?
Yeah.
Are they having the feeling that this guy is pacing himself through the role, And I don't want to create that feeling of them. I want them to enjoy and really think, oh, this is really committing, delivering,
But I think that it's a different when you're doing it to people watching it. But I think sorry, I was going to say about pacing, because we had this laugh, because you say to me, it's such a difficult role, and all through rehearsals you were singing out all the time.
I know.
And once again, something I can't say the entire words I used, but well, you say what I was doing to you.
Well, with this, I remember
don't use all the words.
No words. With this huge paper, every time I was singing up. Don't sing. Basically, was that?
Don't sing. Stop singing. Stop singing. That's what I'm saying. Save it for a paying audience.
But I mean, I couldn't, because I was trying. Actually, it was a bit of nervous going on, probably, but just trying to arrange a way, find a way to unfold. To be free and sing freely. But I mean, it's such a demanding role.
Yeah.
That it was hard for me to have this. But I mean, to be honest, to be honest, when I saw the videos, I was like, okay, this was not too bad.
It's not too bad.
It's
It was
not too
fantastic. It was but
I
that
might
doesn't
not
stop
do
it
it
being
again.
hard. It doesn't stop.
No. That's the thing.
But let's move on that though. As you said, fanciulla fits like a glove.
Glove, yeah, can't wait.
Now, a lot of people listening or watching will not know fanciulla particularly. He thought himself it was his best opera.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic opera, isn't it?
It's an amazing opera. You know, I have the feeling with this opera, now that I'm studying for the last few months, it could actually be a movie, you know? You have the feeling, the way he puts the orchestration, the noises, you know, it's not only music, it creates such an atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
I think it's a fantastic opera.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Together with Toscan Turandot, it's one of my favorites. Others as well.
I'm glad you chose those three, though. We'll come on to that in a minute.
Well,
I'm glad
why
you
not?
chose that three, and you and Amanda back together again.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah,
can't wait for that.
Yeah, I spoke to her the other day. She's really looking forward to it as well. I mean, she loves the piece as well. You know, it's a fabulous piece and a good acting thing as well.
Yes,
you know?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long night for her. Not as big for me, but demanding.
Yeah.
But still, it can be demanding. Coming back to the demands of it, can be, but it's where it sits on the voice. It's comfortable, you know.
Yeah.
It's comfortable. It's well written.
Yeah.
So I really can't
So
wait.
let's stay on that just quickly before we start going towards the end. With fanciulla, it's a new role for you again.
Yeah.
So I've only ever given you
new roles.
debut roles. Yeah.
Debut,
I hadn't
Tosca.
put that together. Yeah.
It's like where dreams come true for me.
That's nice. But so where do you start with a new role? What's your process on a brand new role?
On a brand new role, first of all, I hear as many recordings as I can.
Do you?
As closer to the source. If I can find Caruso recordings, Pertile, Zanatello, as older you can get. So, I mean, these guys work with Toscanini, you know?
Yeah.
Toscanini knew Verdi, knew Puccini, knew all of these guys. Caruso's knew Puccini, I mean, with Bohème and everything. Oh, finally I found my tenor for Bohème. Another role that I tried to run away. But I mean, I go close to the source as possible. And then it's just a matter of, I love spending hours at the piano.
And you play yourself?
I play myself, I sing. Try to put it on the voice. If I have a harder passage, I try to find ways to make it easier and to solve it. And for me, it's really a matter of singing the things a lot. Until it's on the voice, and then I can just focus on the acting, focus on what's going on stage, you know, and try to, because on stage I have to forget. I cannot think, oh God, it's an F coming, I have to cover it, I have to open, you know. It goes with the flows, you know, with the flow. So basically this is a process.
Okay, nice.
It's becoming harder because now my family is growing. And I'm traveling so much that I find myself less time at the piano. But so every time I go, I must make it work.
But it's hard though, because when you get more work, you travel more. It's very difficult with a young family.
With a young family. But I mean, it is what it is, and wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah, very good. So okay, we've got the great privilege this year of having you twice in the same season.
Well, it's my privilege.
So Turandot as well.
Yeah, Turandot.
So that's the first time you've done that.
It's the first time I will do Turandot, another debut here at Opera Holland Park, and another of the roles that I dreamt to do. Yeah,
because I think for me, it's the last Puccini of the canon that we haven't done before. It's the only one we haven't done. Yeah. And because it's his last opera, he died before he completed it, and I've sort of shied away from it for a long time because it gets so big in people's minds, you know. And I thought, anyway, we're doing it this year, and I'm really excited about it. And you're working with another mutual friend of ours and a fabulous artist, Anne-Sophie Duprel,
who conducted my first Butterfly.
It's nice. It's a nice connection.
It's unbelievable.
Well, I was saying this to you last night that when you auditioned for me, I rang her and said, you know, seen you work with Jose, what do you think? She said, you'll love him. So, okay,
thank you, Anne-Sophie.
Right. She got that
Merci.
one right. But Turandot brings another bit of different kind of pressure. Nessun Dorma.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard you sing it lots of
thousands
times
of
now.
times. Yeah,
And it's amazing. But being the most famous aria of them all, does that bring its own pressure?
I mean, in a way, it does. And it's not only the aria; it's the last note. That's what I want to hear, as long as possible. You know, as long as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, I think I told you this. Puccini himself in 1923 wrote a letter to an Italian composer, Clausetti, where he says, "Yeah, Turandot is going well, but I warn you, there's an aria that will be as famous as a Lucia van der Stelle that we just heard. You know,
yeah.
Nessun Dorma was the aria."
That's right.
And I mean, I remember reading this about, I think with Toscanini at the Met, somewhere 20s, 30s, I cannot remember exactly. Giacomo Laurivolpi making the debut, I mean, the first time the Met has done Turandot.
Okay.
And Nessun Dorma is the last Vincero is written originally Vincero notari. They don't hold it. So Laurivolpi was like, I got no applause after this, you know. So he came after the first night. So he came to Toscanini and said, "Maestro, what if I hold the B?" And he screwed us all with this.
It's
so it
marvelous,
started there.
It gets everyone.
But I mean, it's unbelievable. It's so simple, so beautiful. And I mean, I understand why people want to hear it and cannot get rid of it.
Everyone wants to hear it.
Everyone wants
to hear it.
So it's and it's a very special moment in the opera. Very beautiful. I mean, another dream role actually.
And for people that don't know the opera, only know the aria, it's a lovely opera too.
It's an amazing opera. People should go and see it. It's a beautiful opera, demanding as well, demanding for the soprano as well.
Yeah.
But everyone, Liu has a beautiful role on it.
Fantastic.
You know, it's fantastic. The beauty of this role, the melodies, it's great. It's huge. You know, it's just amazing.
And you met Fleer, who's singing.
Yes, we sang 2 or 3 times already.
Yeah, and she's wonderful.
She's wonderful. I cannot share the stage with her. Because it will be the we did a couple of concerts together with OHB, but it will be the first time that we share the stage.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So I'm really looking forward for that as well.
So you're just pleased to be back generally?
I can't wait to be back. I'm very honored to be back.
It's going to be the José Opera Holland Park season 2026.
Can't get rid of me.
We never want to, man. Listen, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure to have you, and I can't wait to see you on stage every night.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
James.
man. Thank you.
Thank you.